Hello, hello, and welcome back to Hitman 2 and the Ark Society mission set on the Isle of SGAIL. Today we will be taking care of the Butler Did It Challenge Pack, for which we will get ourselves a nice little feather duster. So the pack consists of Serve the Artillery, which consists itself of knocking out 5 people with a cannonball while disguised as the butler. We will then move on to Tea is Served for poisoning someone while disguised as the butler. After that we will move on to Pressed and Ironed for slamming someone in the Iron Maiden while disguised as the butler. Are you seeing a pattern here? After that we will move on to Pipe and Slappers for knocking out 10 people with a lead pipe, you've guessed it, while disguised as a butler. And finally we will move on to the Master's Belongings for locating the burial dagger in one of the warehouse crates while disguised as a butler. So for this we will be bringing with us a lethal poison syringe, our ever trusty lockpick, and a silenced pistol. So right from the start, off the bat, you will notice that I have already been through the map and taken out our 2 main targets, and this will not be a silent assassin run. It's doable, but it's very long-winded. So from the start, what we're going to do is what we normally do, is make our way up to the entrance, past the entrance and up the drain pipe, and up the top here we will find the gatehouse. We're just going to approach the gatehouse wall here, plug ourselves up against the door, open the door, select our silenced pistol, and we're just going to wait here for the guard, who will position himself between us and the surveillance system, to vacate the area. Hopefully he won't be very long. Anytime, mate. So he's moving away now, so we can take out the surveillance system. Ooh, there we go. So from there we need to acquire ourselves a couple of items. We're going to need a disguise, we're going to need a cannonball, and we're going to need a lead pipe. And the first on that list will be the lead pipe. So once we're back down the drain pipe, we're going to make our way into the entrance, around to our left, and we're going to go into the showroom area. So through the nice Star Trek style doors, and down into the dungeons via the alleyway here. And this is where we will be beginning to approach our John Wick approach to this. So we're going to take out the lady at the end of the corridor there, and make our way through the cistern room and up the stairs, and just at the top of the stairs we will find our lead pipe. So 1 item collected, 2 more to get. So we're going to retrace our steps back through the sewer tunnels area here, back through the showroom, and up past the Phoenix effigy, and we're heading for the chapel area. And in here we will acquire ourselves a change of disguise and a cannonball. Oh, and we'll have that wrench while we're there as it goes. That might come in handy later on. You never know. So again, approaching the, taking the John Wick approach, we're just going to eliminate these people in the crypt area, and this is where things start going wrong for me, because the second guard I shot got a shout off, and that's alerted a load of other guards. So we're going to quickly take his outfit, we're going to take out these other guards real quick as well, as quietly as we can, but they won't stop shouting. And just where we were standing here by this fallen statue, we will find a cannonball. So with that now in hand, we're going to make our way around the castle and to the morgue area where the Citadel Tower is located. So we're just going to run straight past all of these people. It doesn't matter about them. None of them are enforcers. There are 2 arc guards who walk around, one of which will be an enforcer, but they're not around. So once we make it to the morgue, we're going to run down the side of the building here, and we're just going to wait here for the guard on patrol over by the funeral area to turn his back and move away, because we don't want to cause any unnecessary commotion. I know we've caused a fair bit already, and we will be causing much more, but the minimum amount of commotion you can cause, the better. So once the guard has turned away, we're just going to ascend the drain pipe, scoot around the ledges and up into the Constance bathroom window, and basically we're going to eliminate everybody in the Constance apartment. But we will also need a change of disguise. So the first guard, we're just going to open the bathroom door, throw our wrench over by the toilet, and when the guard comes to investigate, we can then take care of him. Near point blank, bullet to the head, and he just shrugged it off. So we're going to take his outfit because it will aid us a little bit better. Retrieve our wrench, select our silenced pistol, reload it, and we're just going to clear out everybody in this little area. So the guard outside the bathroom can go, and just over by the stairs we will find another 2 cannonballs. You can never have enough balls in this game. And we're going to make our way down the stairs, and we're just going to take out everybody downstairs. And there is an extra guard here for me because of this is where I took out Sophia, and her personal bodyguard remained behind. So once everybody's out of the count, we are now going to take all of their bodies and drag them around by these bookcases here, and we need to do this really quickly, and we need to keep checking instinct for the constant location, because once we're in this area, the constant will migrate to this area. So once we've collected up all the bodies and all the guns, we can now take the butler's outfit, and we are now ready to proceed with our first challenge, which will be serve the artillery, and that is to knock out 5 people with a cannonball, and the constant will be our first victim, seeing as he's going to make his way over here no matter what anyway. So once he's into the apartment, we can just render him unconscious with a cannonball. We're going to collect everything he drops, including our cannonball, and we're going to hide him with all of the other bodies, because we're also going to take out the 2 guards outside the front door. So we're just going to plug ourselves up by the door, throw our cannonball into the room. That will attract the attention of the 2 guards outside, and one of them will come in to investigate. And because we have a spare cannonball or 2, we can just leave the cannonball where it is, wait for the guard to come in and clonk him over the head. So that's 2 down, 3 to go. Again, we're just going to rinse and repeat this for the second guard outside. So we're going to need to hide the body and the gun, plug ourselves back up by the front door, throw our cannonball into the room, and wait for the guard to come and investigate. And this guard takes quite a long while to actually come in and investigate, to the point where I think he's not going to actually turn up. But he finally does. And once he's in the room, we can knock him out, retrieve our cannonball, and we can leave him where he is. So we have 2 more people to get, and there just so happens to be 4 people downstairs who we can isolate one at a time. So we're going to make our way down to the morgue storage room, pass through the storage room out the other side, and we're going to use the fuse box on the wall to distract a couple of the mercenaries, and these will be targets number 4 and 5. So we're going to turn off the fuse box, turn it back on, plug ourselves back up in the storeroom, and when the guard comes to investigate, we can knock him out with a cannonball. We're going to take his body and his gun, try not to turn the fuse box back on too soon like I did. So we're in a bit of a hurry here to get everything collected up, get our ball selected, get the door closed, wait for the guard to come round, and knock him out with a cannonball. And that will get us the Serve the Artillery challenge. So, moving on, our next challenge will be Tea is Served. And we're going to make our way back up to the top of the Citadel Tower, across the glass bridge, over the ledge and onto the drain pipe, where we will ascend. Normally we go down that drain pipe, but we're going to go up to the next floor and in through that window we were just next to. I thought there was another floor above us. We're going to go through the door on our right, up the drain pipe just outside, onto the ledge. As you notice, we're going up the outside of the building to avoid any trouble, basically. And once we're across up the ledge and up the furthest drain pipe, we're just going to wait here for the guard at the penthouse balcony to move away. And then we can scoot ourselves along via the ledge. And unfortunately, this guard here is he's not required. So away he goes, and no one will spot him where he is. So once he is out of our way, we're going to select our lethal syringe, wait for the guard furthest off to move over to the suit of armour, enter into the penthouse, and we should be able to just poison the guard there. But I missed my opportunity and he's almost spotted me, and we've had to follow him around the chair and poison him that way. And it's still just as effective. And unfortunately my PlayStation decided to cut out the crucial 2 seconds where I actually injected the guard. But what you do is, as he moves around the chair, you go around in the same direction but faster than him, come out behind him, inject him with the lethal poison and make your way straight back out onto the balcony. And as you can see, the other guard will return on his patrol from the Iron Maiden and the suits of armour. He will spot that body, treat it as an accident and immediately just cart the body away. That leaves us free and alone in the penthouse. So all we have to do is collect up the guard's gun, plant his gun in the Iron Maiden, make our way back over to the chair where we poisoned the first guard. And we're just going to wait here now for the other guard to return, and he will go back into his routine, and at some point he will spot that gun and go over to collect it. Whoa. There we go. So once he makes his way over to the Iron Maiden, we can sneak up behind him, crap, and push him in. You scream like a girl, mate. So that will get us the pressed and ironed challenge. So we're going to make our way back down to the ground floor, and we're going to take on the Master's Belongings challenge, which is to retrieve the burial dagger from the warehouse crate. And on the way there, we will also take care of the what was it called? Pipe and Slappers challenge. So we're just going to redescend down the tower, all the way down via the drain pipes and the ledges. We're going to go around the back of the funeral, all the way around, and we're going to make our way down towards the kitchens. Now I didn't realise at the time of videoing this, but you might be able to go around the front of the funeral and down the rickety old stairs and into the kitchens area without having to deal with these 3 guys, because this is the point where things start going quite bad for me. So I think I've just killed everybody and it's safe to descend the ladder, but one of these guys is still alive and has managed to get some shots off, which unfortunately has alerted all the other guards in the area and a few civilians. So we're going to have to move on with this quite quickly. So we're going to select our lead pipe, make our way into the building, and we're just going to use the lead pipe on everyone we encounter. So the 2 serving staff outside the kitchen, the 4 kitchen staff or chefs, making our way on a beeline for the warehouse via the dungeons area. Now in here things go quite worse for me, because I knock out one guard, I knock out the next guard, and someone has escaped, and I've not managed to pick up my lead pipe. And I've lost count of how many people I've actually knocked out. It is 8, by the way. So we're just going to knock out this lady here. That will be number 9. Although I don't realise this and think maybe some of them haven't counted. And as we make our way back through here looking for another victim, and there's one there, I don't realise that there is a guard just at the top of the stairs here. So we'll throw our lead pipe at him, our challenge will pop. I have not noticed this in all of the commotion, and I still think the challenge hasn't popped, so I'm still trying to knock people out with a lead pipe. But at this point you should have 10 people, and you should make your way through the gate that's just on our left there. I nearly get myself killed thinking, why are these people not counting towards the challenge, because I've not noticed the challenge has popped. So you can ignore all of this and just enjoy it for my stupidity and a bit of fun. So I'm just going to carry on knocking people out in this area as much as possible, thinking I must have got 10 by now. I must have. So we're going to go for the gate. We're going to lockpick our way through the gate, and a whole load more guards have showed up. Now at this point I don't realise there's 4 guards, and I'm thinking I can knock out a couple of guards quick. And then I realise when I'm knocking the 3rd one out, there's still 1 more to go, and he's shooting an assault rifle at me. So once again, almost dead, but now there's a little lull in the guards activity. We're going to make our way up the stairs through the gate that we unlocked and into the secret passage leading to the warehouse. And ignore this, I'm not being vain, I'm just checking there very quickly that I had actually achieved the challenge, the pipe and slackers challenge. So we're going to go through the secret door into the warehouse, and we're going to very quickly eliminate everyone on the ground floor in the warehouse, although I have actually missed a guard, and he gets a shot off. And that alerts the 2 warehouse workers in the next room, one of which has run off for help. So we're going to take care of his friend. We're going to pick up the crowbar that's in the room here, and we're going to start busting open the crates until we find the burial dagger, and that will get us our final challenge, his master's belongings. But because of all the commotion caused, we are going to get interrupted a number of times by naughty guards pointing their weapons at people. So we're just going to go around busting open crates. I think for me it's the 7th crate that I unlock.
Come on, you copy?
But the contents of the crates is random. So it could be the 1st crate you open, it could be the 9th, it could be anywhere in between. So as I said, we're just going to continue on round popping skulls and cracking boxes, or cracking skulls and popping boxes, until we find the burial dagger. And with that, once we've found it, his master's belongings challenge will pop for us, and the Butler did it challenge pack. And finally we have in the 7th crate the burial dagger. So once we collect that, the challenges will pop for us, and all that's left for us to do now is make good our escape. So with all the challenges completed, we don't need the dagger anymore, so you can have that back, mate. The guy who ran off and got me a load more guards to deal with can take that. And we're just going to make our way straight out of the warehouse and across to the awaiting helicopter, and we're going to do this casual as you like, with civilians and guards running around in panic because we are 47. So there you go, that is the Butler Did It challenge pack. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.